Hey guys, welcome back to part 4, hopefully the last part. I only have 6 minutes and 49 seconds for recording time, so if I get cut off, I'm sorry. What I'd like to do with this one is you saw some of this in action, and I'm just going to summarize a few things so we're clear on everything. Again, the monster gets 5 cards. I reset the board while you were gone. And the last really tactic I had to talk to you about was how to use the power cards. And I'm just going to set up the board here. Let's say we rolled, and remember you always roll for initiative, and the monster won with a 6. So he would move first. Now you know, if he rolled a 2, you know this much. If he rolls a 2, he would go 1, 2. He initiates the attack. So he gets what I call, it's the thing that I made called a critical strike. So we'd come over here and pick this card. And this is a prime thing to show you too, one of the other tactics, one of the last tactics of the monster. So for his critical strike, he got a 2, a yellow 2. And he would pick one from his hand. We'd pick for him, of course. Okay. Now, this is how a monster thinks. If you see like what he could keep here, he would always go with, if he has a chance to do a death blow. So if there's more of this color card in the combat stack, even if that is a 4, he is going to keep that to try to get that card. So what you do is you discard that. So one of the last tactics is, if there's more of the color in the combat stack, you discard that and keep that. I'm going to start moving cards to show you. Remember what a critical strike is. Putting that back, I'm looking for a yellow. Say, okay, we did a critical strike. Say this is the card we played and that was drawn. That's a critical strike. You add those two numbers together. So you'd have a 3. Okay, so we're clear on that. And then movement, a monster stays at least 3 spaces away. He'll never, if you got a 2, he would never go 1, 2. Okay, he would go 1, 2. He'd always move away from the hero. He'd flee. Okay, and here is the last thing about power cards. Let's set this up. Let me discard these. Hopefully you guys are liking this. It's I don't know, I get a good kick out of this. It's a drawn-out game, but I love it. Let's say the monster won the initiative. I've got about 3.5 minutes of recording time. And he rolled a 3. Now, of course, it's only 2 spaces. 1, 2, and of course he would get a critical strike attack. But if you notice, he rolled a 3. He has an extra movement that he could have used. When that happens, when you have an extra number left over, extra movement, that's what allows the monster and the hero to use one of their power cards. So I usually set them up to the side. So the monster then would play a power card, and I'm going to give you an explanation. I'll probably do a sheet in the rules about how to use these. So for instance, the monster gets this poison arrow. Choose an attack type. Next round, if your opponent plays that attack type, add +4 to your attack value. And this is how I work this. Say that, you know, and there's other cards that have something similar. So the monster, of course, he can't talk. I don't think he can talk. So what we do is this. You come to the top of the combat deck. Don't look. Put the card right here. Okay? So the card reads, next round, if I play, you know, what he picks, whatever's underneath that card next round, after I attack, I'd flip that. If it's whatever color it is, if say it's a red and I played a red, that monster would get a +4 to his attack. Okay? The other thing is this. So since he got that, remember, he rolled a 3, it only took 2. I'm trying to be quick, so I'm going to be cut off. So what we do is, he played that, he'd get the critical strike card. The last tactic is, he never gets rid of his special ability. Like, he could discard that to keep this, never happens. The monster always keeps his special ability. So this would get discarded, and then he can play one from his hand for a chance to have a blue to add to it. Okay, he didn't. Let's see if he has a blue, so you would remember what. Okay, there we go. He has a blue. Say that we had to pick one, we picked it. he would add that to that. So he has a special ability plus a 4. I would come back, pick a card, and that, it's a 3 against a 4. I would lose. So that is kind of how combat works. I'm about to run out of time. I'm going to put little descriptions of everything. Let me know what you think of it. I wanted to run some more scenarios. I didn't think this was going to take this long. I was going to run this scenario over here with Titana and the troll and explain some more. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Again, before I get cut off, I'm going to move this to show you. For the people who want to stay with dice system, like they like the movement of the monster, they like this whole system, I'm going to basically take this part off and redo it for like wounds for the monster and the hero for the dice. So you can actually play this where you move around the board and you have a chance to get, -1 to your rolls or +1 if the monster wins. So I'm going to go right now and upload all this stuff and leave comments. I hope you like it. Ask me anything. I'd be glad to help you. I'm a master at this combat system, so please feel free to ask. Again, thanks for your time, and I will talk to you soon more about Dungeonquest. Side note, Dungeon Crusade version 2.0 rules, much easier to follow, will be up soon. Okay guys, have a good one.